barriers, building futures. That's the vision of the inaugural two-day RISE Teen Summit to get both area middle and high school students ready for college. WIFR news reporter Anthony Ferretti talks with the workshop co-hosts about their inspiration for the event and with a student on why they are attending.
The RISE Teen Summit was originally open to just high schoolers, but organizers included middle schoolers too, saying they want as many young leaders as possible to attend.
The earlier we can start these conversations, the better.
Friday is the first day of the first RISE Teen Summit, a place to set area 6th to 12th graders up for success.
We're planting that seed so that way they don't feel so overwhelmed by the time they get to high school with weighing in all of their different options.
Cameron Muhammad and Ashton Lockhart started the summit after noticing students often miss resources they need to build their future. They also stressed the importance of ensuring students' minds are set before school.
When you have the mental health component, it just provides that extra push for students to take these resources and put them into action.
It's really important for kids like me to be able to get resources and help for moving up in their future.
This is why 8th grader Gabrielle Reed's attending the summit. One thing she learned about is Rockford Promise, which offers students the chance to go to certain area colleges for free.
I thought that was really cool how Rockford came together and did that.
The first day also included a workshop on using artificial intelligence in the right way. Organizers hope attendees come away with the skills and confidence to network and put themselves out there.
When they get older, you feel me, they already have their connections, they already have something to fall back on if they have a different plan or something to build off of.
Lockhart's son Cameron is a vendor at the event. He encourages people to take action now as it could lead to your dream job later.
You could be talking to the friend of the mayor, a friend of the president. As me, a producer, I could be talking to a friend of a rapper, a friend of a singer.
The second and final day of the summit runs from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. tomorrow at New Zion Missionary Baptist Church. Students can attend for free and can register either prior or on site.
Thank you, Anthony. Organizers say day 2 is about mindset, identity, and future pathways. This includes youth-led sessions and resources for confidence, vision, and wellness.